Are you looking for a place to rent in the UAE? As one of the most vibrant and sought-after destinations in the world, UAE offers a wide range of rental housing options that cater to every budget and lifestyle. Whether you are a single professional looking for a chic studio apartment, or a family seeking a spacious villa with all the amenities, there is definitely something for everyone. The average cost of renting a house in the UAE varies depending on location and size. In general, apartments are more affordable compared to villas. According to recent data, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Dubai is between AED 55,000 to 90,000 annually, while a two-bedroom apartment ranges from AED 75,000 to 150,000 per year. Meanwhile, villas can cost anywhere from AED 130,000 to AED 400,000 per annum. It is important to note that there are extra costs associated with renting a house in the UAE, such as security deposit, usually 1 month's rent, agency fees, 5% of annual rent, and utility bills, water and electricity. However, these charges are negotiable. When negotiating rent prices in the UAE, it is important to do your research beforehand. Look up the average rental rates in your chosen area and compare them with other similar properties on the market. Additionally, you can leverage your negotiating power by offering to pay up front or signing a longer lease term. A key element of any rental contract in UAE is the lease agreement, which outlines all the terms and conditions of your tenancy. The lease should cover everything from payment terms and maintenance responsibilities to early termination clauses and renewal options. In order for your tenancy contract to be legally recognized in UAE, it must meet certain requirements such as being written in Arabic and English languages. Additionally, both parties must sign it before 2 witnesses who must also sign it. Breaking a rental contract in UAE can lead to serious consequences such as legal action, fines, and even deportation for non-residents. Therefore, it is important to carefully review your contract before signing it and ensure that you fully understand your obligations as a tenant. When it comes to the basic documents required for a rental house contract in UAE, tenants must provide a copy of their passport and visa/residence permit. Landlords may also require additional documents such as employment letters or bank statements. The process for registering a rental contract in UAE is fairly straightforward. Once the lease agreement has been signed by both parties, it must be submitted to a JARI, the official regulatory body, for registration. Both tenants and landlords have specific responsibilities outlined in the tenancy contract. For instance, tenants are expected to pay their rent on time, maintain the property in good condition, and notify the landlord of any repairs needed. Meanwhile, landlords must ensure that the property is well maintained and safe for tenants to live in. If you are looking for the best places to rent house in UAE, here are some top locations worth considering. Dubai Marina, a popular waterfront destination with plenty of high-end apartments and villas. Abu Dhabi Island, home to some of the most luxurious properties in UAE overlooking the Arabian Gulf. Al Barsha, great for families with plenty of affordable housing options close to schools and amenities. Jumeirah Lake Towers, an up-and-coming area with modern apartments and easy access to Dubai's attractions. When considering housing options in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, there are various factors to take into account. This includes property types, rental costs, and other tips for renting in the UAE. Types of property to rent in the UAE. The UAE, particularly Dubai and Abu Dhabi, offers a range of luxurious living options, but there are also more affordable choices available. The types of properties you can rent include apartments, villas, and houses. Rental costs vary significantly depending on the location and emirate. Dubai and Abu Dhabi have higher average rents compared to other emirates like Sharjah or Ayman. Some people who work in Dubai choose to live in Sharjah or Ayman to save on rent. A one-bedroom apartment in a remote area of Dubai or Abu Dhabi may cost around AED 40,000 to AED 45,000 annually, while similar properties in Sharjah or Ayman can be 40 to 50% cheaper and located in prime locations. A two-bedroom apartment in a high-end neighborhood of Dubai or Abu Dhabi may cost about AED 90,000 to AED 100,000. A three-bedroom villa in Dubai can be upwards of AED 150,000, whereas in Sharjah, It may be around AED 90,000. Tips for renting in the UAE. Ensure the building is pet-friendly if you have a pet. Villas are generally pet-friendly. Consult a legal expert or someone experienced with living in the UAE to review the rental contract. Keep all paperwork organized, such as the tenancy contract, receipts for refundable security deposits, and utility service deposits. Be mindful of noise levels when hosting parties to avoid disturbing neighbors. Follow community rules and avoid causing disturbances in common areas of apartment buildings. Be respectful during the holy month of Ramadan by observing appropriate behavior and attire in common areas during fasting hours. There are additional costs and fees associated with renting a property in the UAE. Some of these costs include security deposit, typically equivalent to 1 month's rent. The security deposit is refundable at the end of the tenancy, provided there are no damages to the property. Agency fees. If you use a real estate agency to find a rental property, you may need to pay an agency fee, generally around 5% of the annual rent. Maintenance fees. Renters may be responsible for some maintenance costs, depending on the terms of the rental agreement. For example, if you live in a house, you may need to pay for yard maintenance. Monthly pet fee. If you have a pet, you may be charged an additional monthly fee, which can vary depending on the landlord. Tenant repairs. Depending on the rental agreement, you may be responsible for specific repairs. This will be outlined in your lease. HOA fees. If you rent a property in a community with a homeowners association, HOA, you may be responsible for monthly HOA fees. These fees may be included in your rent or paid separately. Move-out fees. Some landlords may require tenants to pay for certain services, such as professional carpet cleaning or repairs to wall damage, upon moving out. These fees are typically deducted from your security deposit. It's essential to review your rental agreement carefully and clarify any additional costs or fees with your landlord before signing the lease.